Hey there, viewers. We don't need to outline how serious cancer is. You've been hearing about it your whole life. Unfortunately, there are signs and symptoms of cancer that we all ignore. Men, in particular, experience symptoms they don't even notice. Do you have a problem with urination? How about constant heartburn? Wait, can depression be a sign of cancer? Let's talk about 9 signs of cancer mostly ignored by men. Number 1. Depression. Depression is among the most common mental health issue experienced today. It doesn't matter what age you are, you're never too old to be sad. You'd think that depression would be more common after a cancer diagnosis, but little did you know that you may feel depressed long before you even realize you have the disease. Doctors have noted that anxiety and depression can often be linked to a tumor. This is especially prevalent when the patient is aged 50 and older. Brain tumor-related depression is most common when the tumor arises in the frontal lobe. This is the area that controls emotional expression, as well as memory and judgment. If the tumor arises in the temporal lobe, it may cause anxiety. Depression can trigger another effect such as low energy and loss of appetite, the latter of which we'll be discussing soon. Number 2. Heartburn. Did you know that more than 60 million Americans experience heartburn at least once a month? More than 15 million report heartburn each day. While most symptoms can disappear with a simple change in your lifestyle, heartburn that stays around suggests something much more serious. In some cases, it could mean cancer. In particular, stomach and throat cancer are the types you need to watch out for. This needs to be considered if your heartburn lasts longer than 3 to 4 days. It's often accompanied by other symptoms, including indigestion, frequent burping, and feelings of bloatedness. You may also be having trouble swallowing. It feels as if there's food stuck in the side of your esophagus, certainly not a pleasant sensation. Since many men eat high-calorie meals in a quick span of time, feelings of indigestion are all too frequent. Nobody wants to spend their day with a tight, gassy feeling in their chest. But if you've noticed it's lasted for a longer period than usual, consult a medical professional. Are you finding this video interesting so far? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, and ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our great Bestie content. Number 3. Weight loss. Remember how I mentioned loss of appetite? One of the more alarming symptoms of cancer is fast and sudden weight loss. It almost seems like it came out of nowhere. Unexplained weight loss is normally among the first signs of a serious illness. While stress perhaps is the most common factor behind sudden weight loss, losing 10 pounds or more can be a sign of cancer in the lungs, stomach, esophagus, or pancreas. If depression has been an accompanying symptom, you're going to be eating less, which only contributes to the drop in pounds. Number 4. Fever. As if depression and weight loss wasn't bad enough, in almost any cancer scenario, fever shows up as one of the symptoms. A fever can be a good sign, as it means your body is fighting the infection. In other words, your system is still functioning. But with cancer, a fever can mean that a cancerous disease has advanced to another stage. If you do have cancer, a fever is normally a symptom of blood cancers like lymphoma and leukemia. For people who have been diagnosed, a fever will likely show up when you're getting treatment. Certain medications and cancer treatment will take a toll on the immune system. As a result, your body won't be able to fight infections properly. Number 5. Fatigue. If there was a list of all the medical conditions fatigue accompanies, you would have to spend a day or so reading it. There is sometimes nothing more uncomfortable than being in a state of constant tiredness. If you're tired all the time for no apparent reason, cancer may be the answer. People going through early stages of leukemia often experience fatigue. If your blood cells are being affected, you're going to feel tired almost all the time. This is the type of fatigue that doesn't go away, even after getting a good night's rest. Cancer of the colon and stomach cause you to lose blood. This happens without you even knowing. Pretty scary, right? Similar to a fever, people who have gone through this diagnosis will feel fatigued after undergoing cancer treatment. But on a positive note, you're said to get over those feelings of exhaustion once your treatment is finished. Again, fatigue is a symptom of countless medical conditions. It's easy to pass frequent exhaustion off as something minor. If you've been feeling fatigued for weeks, this isn't something a coffee is going to fix. It's time to pay your local doctor a visit. Before we continue, do you feel your brain hasn't been functioning properly? It's quite normal if you've been isolated for a long period. Check out our video on 6 supplements that'll help you build a better brain. Now, let's continue our discussion on 9 signs of cancer mostly ignored by men. Number 6. Cough. Do you have a nagging cough? Has it lasted for weeks on end? It may be the symptom of a serious illness. Don't get me wrong, a relentless cough can signal plenty of other medical conditions. If you're a non-smoker, cancer is furthest from being the first possibility. But if your minor cough gradually develops into a violent one, your visit to the clinic should come sooner than you wanted it to. If you smoke cigarettes or indulge in other activities that put your lungs in harm's way, I'm talking to you. Over time, you may find yourself coughing up blood. These symptoms will eventually be followed by pains in the chest as well as trouble breathing. According to experts, a chronic cough that lasts more than 2 weeks is one that needs medical attention. Number 7. Sudden pain. Imagine you're just going about your day when all of a sudden you're hit by a random pain somewhere in your body. Sudden aches and pains are nothing new. Yes, it can be a disease, but it can also be the result of pulling a muscle without knowing. If you feel a persistent pain in one part of your body and you're unsure why, the doctor is your best bet. If we're talking cancer, ongoing pain can signal all types. It just depends on what part of your body you're feeling it in. For example, a merciless stomach pain that lasts longer than a couple weeks can mean bad news for a specific organ. There could be something going on with your liver, pancreas, or stomach. If you're constantly overwhelmed by a hurting sensation in your bones, bone cancer is a slight possibility. Pain in the brain is where it gets extra terrifying, so don't hesitate to look at these symptoms a little closer. Number 8. Urination problems. Whenever the word urination appears anywhere in a symptom list, you know it's going to be trouble. If you're going through the early stages of cancer, urination issues are usually the first sign that you should get your butt to a doctor. This can mean anything from pain while urinating to finding blood in your urine. Anyone who's gone through this knows just how disturbing this experience can be. There are even times when your urine will not come out. This is a sign of prostate cancer. In the United States, 1 in 9 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime. 6 of 10 cases are of men 65 and older. If you're under the age of 40, it's extremely rare. But at the same time, if you're experiencing frequent pain while going to the bathroom, prostate cancer is something you'll end up considering. Number 9. Bruising. Have you been finding weird bruises on your body? While cancer isn't the first possibility, it's definitely on the table. Cancers like leukemia affect your blood and bone marrow. You'll begin bleeding under your skin. As a result, you'll see a random discoloration for no apparent reason. When a person is suffering from a type of blood cancer, the cancer cells will overwhelm their healthy blood cells. This causes a reaction called thrombocytopenia. Aside from bruising, blood cancer will be on the other symptoms that we've already discussed, like fatigue, weight loss, and sudden pain. Have you noticed any of these symptoms? Will you be more cautious now that you've seen this video? Let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you.
Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Bestie. Wait! What kind of Bestie would we be if we didn't tell you about our other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or right video and enjoy.